Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Murph, and today we're going to talk about just a whole bunch of random shit because I haven't put out a video in like 5 days. And the reason I haven't is because I recorded a video on Friday about the Inner Demons blog post, and again, my OBS like reset its properties and settings on some of my audio capture stuff, and did another 30-minute video with no audio capture. So, yay. Um, then I recorded an actual video on Monday where I just basically re-recorded the video, went through it, and was going to post it and started having a lot of conversation with my alliance and the discords and everything and kind of the plan for these announced events. So I figured, you know what, let me just do one big long fucking video to cover all of this. And as I plan to do that, of course, patch day hit. So we'll probably talk about patch day as well. So buckle in, folks. This is going to be a long video. There's going to be a lot of good information here. We're going to talk about the Inner Demons blog post. We're going to talk about the upcoming Brawn events. We're going to talk about some of the math required and where you can expect to clear it, depending on how much you want to invest into it. Which is not something I often do on this channel, but I'm kind of doing this to prove a point. We're going to talk about cores, um, why it's important to save your cores, and why it's also, or how you can go about actually stocking up on cores. We'll also talk about the 6.4 release notes and all this other shit going forward. So, anyways, let's start off. Let's hop into the Inner Demons post from last Friday. There's a lot of information in this blog post, and a lot of it I'm not going to talk about because it's already gonna be a long video, and a lot of this doesn't matter. So, Mr. Negative has been announced at TLDR through all these three fucking paragraphs of information and all this other stuff. Here are the highlights you need to know. This character is not important. This team is not important. This is going to be part of the Underworld team. This is going to be a city villain team, consisting of like just like Kingpin, Nobu, Green Goblin, and Taskmaster. Yes, these are all shit characters that are getting slightly reworked. Their base stats are getting somewhat improved with this actual patch, and the actual biggest buff they're going to get is during war, and we don't give a fuck about war. Why? We'll get into that later. Let me make note of that so I don't forget to get into that later. We don't give a fuck about war, so we don't give a fuck about this team. This team has no ties to Apocalypse or the ongoing meta. Uh, this is seriously going to be like I'll probably farm out the event that Mr. Negative releases on just to get the actual additional rewards, whether it's T4, level 2, ions, or whatever else. But aside from that, fuck this character. I don't care about it. Not even going to bother talking about it. Basically, he's somebody who's going to summon a bunch of minions, as well as if you think about the rest of the team, Kingpin summons minions, Nobu summons minions. Um, cool. Just another team for us to use. I don't know, fucking uh, Kestrel on. Like, who cares? I'm not going to read through any of the event or the information on the team because don't care about them. If you want to read them, go to marvelstrikeforce.com, check out the blog post for yourself, and scroll through it. Keynote, though, that I will point out is it's a Villain City Mystic controller. So, Mystic, that's all your Darkhold gear. That's your Eternals. That's New Warriors. That's there's so many Mystic characters that are good characters. Doom, Dormammu. But those are more late game characters, and this channel is kind of more geared towards newer to mid game players, so that might not apply to you. But there's a lot more important Mystic characters to like invest your resources in: gold, gear, ISOs. Um, Obviously, Mystic doesn't apply to ISOs; that will apply to controller. But there's a lot of controllers on Darkhold, Ghost Fighter's controller, Scarlet Witch, Morgan Le Fay, Okoye. Like, there's so many better controllers that are going to have an impact in more important game modes in this game. Don't bother wasting resources on this fucking team, please. Just don't. That's the other thing we want to talk about later in this video is just kind of like resources. Where do we invest them? Why do we invest them? Because everything that you invest into is something you're not investing into. Okay. Now, this Hulk Hunter event, Brains as Brawn. This is going to be for the Brawn release event. This is the week-long Brawn release event. Totally awesome milestone. You're going to smarten up and start your journey to recruit this Jade Genius by spending campaign energy and earning alliance credits to earn points towards a 6-day milestone that rewards Brawn shards. That's important. Mutated cells of Reptoid Fin. That's important. Those feed into your September milestone, which will give you more abomination shards or abomination orbs, rather. Can't guarantee that the amount of shards you'll get. We'll be getting teal elite orbs and tier 2 level 4 ions, which are very important. Now, event math. As you can see, this Reptoid Fin, that is our minimum goal for this because this is the last milestone here for milestone, what is it? 33 at 33,500 points. Sorry, milestone 35 at 33,500 points. That is the last milestone that will contribute into our overall September monthly milestone for Abomination. So that is the minimum that we want to clear to. And everything after that is bonus. It's free chicken, as we call it here. So, other things to note after the minimum here of the Reptoid Fin, you get 20 Brawn Shards the next milestone. Don't really give a shit about these Armory 16 Orb Fragments right now. Elite 5 is kind of cool, but right here, 50 Brawn Shards. If you can get to the second to the last milestone, 58,000, and it's going to be very difficult as a free-to-play player to get there. This is why your cores are important. So, to get into the actual math here, if you want to see good content as far as math calculations go for events, go watch Mr. Heartgrave, go watch Boylon, go watch any other content creator who does it but me, because I am not good at it. But these numbers should be correct. If not, you can at least fairly assume this is a good comparison or a point to gauge from as far as how many cores and whatever you want to put in this event. Anyways, so as we stated, 6-day milestones. Your minimum goal is 33,500 for that Reptoid Fin and all of your September monthly milestone items. That means you want to hit 5,583 milestone points per day minimum. Our actual goal to get all the Brawn Shards is going to be 58,000 over the entire 6 days, or 9,667 per day. So, where do we get these points here? We get them from spending campaign energy, 5 points per 1 energy spent, and getting alliance credits, 4 points per 1 credit spent. Now, I know everybody else wants to be crazy and put math into how many times can I spend cores to refresh my alliance credit input so I can get the max output of alliance credits to for donations so that we can get this. Don't fuck that. Talk to your alliances in Discord. Ask everybody to please donate, like at a minimum that 10k per day. There's no excuse not to do that. And if they feel like dumping additional cores into it, cool. But you cannot calculate and you cannot assume, and you don't want to assume the actual output of your teammates when it comes to affecting your payout. Because at the end of the day, real life happens. People get lazy. People can't play the game due to work or due to family emergencies or whatever else. Essentially, don't put the fate of your rewards in the hands of someone else. Love your alliance members, love your teammates, but do not put your success in their hands for an event like this, right? Especially as a caveat, when you can control the vast majority of the points that you earn during this event. That makes sense? Am I rambling? I don't know. I'm crazy. So, you get 288 energy per day. That just naturally refreshes. If you click on your energy button in the game, it tells you, oh, 5 minutes and 2 seconds until you get +1 energy, right? That's where that number comes from. Beneath this, we have your daily refreshes. You get 3 refreshes per day of 80 energy. That's you go your objectives tab 3 times per day. It sits in there for 3 hours, and you get 80 campaign energy, 80 ISO 8 energy, right? So we get 3 of them. That's 240 campaign energy we get from there. So web store. If you're not connected to the web store, do it now. Don't spend money there. Don't do it. You will not get a refund if you ever need one. You won't do it. You can get refunds through Apple and through Samsung and all that shit, and your Google Play. So, but in the web store, they have a daily free claim where you get 1 premium orb and 100 energy. Those go into your inbox. You can stock them for up to a week. If you're not doing that yet, hold on to those in your inbox for the next few days. So you'll get bonus energy to go into the event, and every day during the event, you'll get this 100 here. We're not calculating the bonus energy. Keep that in mind. 200 cores per day. If you spend 200 cores per day on campaign energy refreshes, you get 480 additional energy. If you spend 400 cores per day on campaign energy refreshes, you get your 4x50 refreshes plus 2 100 core refreshes for a total of 480 plus 240, so that's 720 energy, right? You are crazy enough and have the cores saved up, which you should, you can spend 600 cores per day on refresh energy. That's going to be your 450 refreshes and your 100 refreshes for a total of 600 cores for a total of 960 energy. Now, if we go through this table breakout, you spend no cores on this event and you get your 288 daily energy, your 240 daily refreshes energy, and your 100 energy from the web store. You get a total of 628 energy per day multiplied by our 5 points here. You get 3,100 points per day. That's not enough for you to get the minimum event item for the month or for you to get our goal of all the bronze shards. Now, 200 cores per day. You're looking at 5,540 points. So you will be just underneath the minimum amount for the event item, which means, you're going to be what, 143 short per day, which means you'll probably get it through alliance credits. That's fine. If you spend 200 cores per day, you can probably safely assume that you will get the minimum goal for this and you can forget about the rest of it. But I would highly encourage that if you have the cores, you should go for this because it's free chicken. So 400 cores per day does not put you at the final milestone. Neither does 600 per day. 600 cores per day actually puts you at 7,940 points per day. So you are 1,727 short of our 9,667 per day. I know there are a lot of numbers. Keep up. So this 1,727 points will have to be made up through either additional energy that you can stock up before the event, like your inbox rewards from your web store right now, from literally just saving up your energy starting right now. Don't spend any before the event if you choose to, and from your alliance credits. Again, you can't manipulate or control how many alliance credits you're getting. It's up to your alliance mates. So if you trust them, you can put your faith in that. If you decide to try to get all these points from your alliance credits, you will need to earn 432 alliance credits per day. So I know a lot of you right now are saying, Murph, I don't have 600 cores per day to spend. I know that because I didn't have that kind of courage to spend until the um, recent events. Um, I have a lot of alliance mates that I have um, debated with and talked to about this and about kind of the what's the word I want to look for? The justification of what you spend cores on and what's more worth it. What kind of perspective should you be building your account off of when it comes to using the in-game free-to-play resource that is given to you every day? And I will die on this hill. You do not spend cores on refreshing energy. You do not spend cores on refreshing nodes. You do not spend cores on on orbs or fucking character shards from the stores or whatever else. If you are free to play and you don't have a lot of cores coming in and you don't have like, I don't know, 5,000, 6,000 cores in excess, you shouldn't be spending cores needlessly on that kind of shit. You should be saving up at least at 5 to 6,000 cores to bank up for an event like this, or like the fucking Hulkbuster event, or whatever else that you can, save your cores for, heroic campaigns, whatever. Because let's go back here, right? Is my game open now? No, it's not. All right. We'll hop in there in a minute. So if we go back to here, we're talking about spending cores in this, right? So if we're spending no cores, we're ending up at 18,840 milestone points in the event. That puts us at milestone 29. So cool. We get some mutated cells. We get some tier 3 ability orb fragments. Who cares? We get some gear pieces. Great. We're getting armory 14 fragments one time. That's good. Not amazing. But we're missing on it all these tier 2 level 1 ion orbs. All of these tier 2 level 4 ions, elite 5 credits, armory 15 fragments, all of this additional shit, armory 16 orb fragments, additional Brawn shards, which Brawn is going to be a little important here, considering he's a member of the Gamma team, and that team is going to be the Red Hulk Horseman team, the war team. Yeah, the War Horseman team. There we go. Brains melting. If we want to go back to our farming chart here, we can go back to our farming chart, right? So let's talk about this. What's more important to spend cores on right now? Character shards you don't have unlocked yet, or an upcoming event character? First off, I'm going to tell you right now, here's our farm priority. I've gone through this in other videos already. We're talking about the Kree minions, so we can get Nick Fury to get Omega Red. We're talking about other Omega Red requirements. We're talking about Miles Morales, also farmable in a store, and it's a faster farm than in the actual campaign. We're talking about farming out Young Avengers, which honestly, if you don't have the other non-free-to-play, not farmable yet Young Avengers, forget farming these, because it doesn't matter when it comes to the actual Scourge. We're talking about farming out Black Panther and Okoye. Honestly, if you have them unlocked, great. If you don't have them maxed out, not that big of a deal. Like, ultimately, what of these characters, other than maybe your Wakandans for your Cosmic Crucible, Vision for that bio or the Bionic Avengers raid team, if you're still working on that team, what of these characters are more important than getting shards right now for a Horseman team character, a character that's not only going to be part of that team for the um the arena of the game that's going to be in, which this is a war team, by the way, and I know we don't give a fuck about war, but this team's not going to function properly unless you have the whole team together and built out, right? It's a character that's going to be absolutely required. I just got yelled at in Discord on video to get my raid tax in. It's a team that's going to be required to get Apocalypse. It's required to go through all of the it'll be the war saga events. Like, getting as many shards for this character is more important than getting more shards for fucking Winter Soldier, for America Chavez, for Squirrel Girl. And guess what? When these events for these characters aren't out, you can still farm these characters in between. You can still farm them right now. It's just a matter of, before, when I was spending cores on energy and on energy refreshes during the day, I was farming out like all of these characters in one day. All of these nodes. This is the amount of energy I was spending in one day, spending 200 cores on campaign energy and dumping it all into character shard farming. That is way overextending yourself, and you will get to a point where if you do unlock all these characters, you need to build all of them. You are over investing resources, and you're going to hit gold choke points. You're going to hit gear choke points. You're going to hit ISO gear point or choke points, because all of these things, as you are spending energy on, and another argument is, well, I need to level my account up so I can hit higher gear tiers and grow my account better. No, you don't, because the faster you hit those gear tiers without properly stocking up on gear, without properly building characters out, so that once you actually get to level 70, like you saw with my account, you can automatically get gear 13 on 12 characters at once, you're going to hit those choke points again. All you're doing is you're accelerating your short-term growth, and your long-term growth is being hamstrung because you don't have the gear and the resource to build all these characters and all these teams all at once. So that's why when I first started this channel, we created these pages. The meta. What is the meta? These, ultimately, period, this is the meta. And I know, like, I made a video, right, about our meta, and that's how I'm focusing on all of our teams that we're going to use to unlock these Horseman characters. This is just while you're early game, while you can't unlock the actual Horseman characters and build those teams properly. When it comes to actually unlocking the Horseman characters or building those Horseman characters, this is the fucking meta. It's the 4 Horseman teams, and that's it. In fact, it's the 4 Horseman teams, a whole other blank tier, and then all these other teams beneath it. Because ultimately, none of these teams actively apply to the Apocalypse sagas or any of the Horseman sagas. So, I digress. What is more important now? Spending cores to unlock a character in this tier, to get shards for these characters, or farming one of your raid team characters or one of your Scourge team characters, right? I'm going to go with Horseman characters, and to double down on this, this is why. This is a farmability list of every character since February 2021 that has come out, and how long it took them to go to the supply shop and orbs, how long it took for their red stars to be available, and how long it took for them to be actual free-to-play, farmable. One thing I want you to notice here, Doctor Strange. He came out April 4th. That was over 5 months ago. He is not currently free-to-play farm. You have to cross your fingers and hope you get orbs for him. Wong came out 7 April. Not free-to-play farmable. Agatha, not free-to-play farmable. Do you see a pattern here? These are all Horseman characters. These are the oldest Horseman characters, the ones that were first released. 5 months later, they're still not farmable. And I'm not bitching about that. That's fine, because if you look at this list, majority of these characters, I mean, we're seeing 172, 186, 173, 160. A lot of these characters, like judging by the average times for a lot of these characters to become free to play farmable, they should be coming soon, within probably the next month, month and a half. But essentially, if you're making the argument that you are limiting your character farming ability by hoarding cores and not spending them on character farming, like through campaign characters, essentially what you're saying is for the next 6 months, while Brawn is unfarmable, you're gonna be farming up all these other characters when you could have spent those cores now to get Brawn and build him because you will not be able to build him for the next 6 months. And that next 6 months that you're waiting for him to become free to play farmable, in whatever avenue he becomes free to play farmable, you can spend those cores, or not cores, but you can spend your daily free energy on farming out these other characters. That's my soapbox on that. I'm gonna get off of that. So, um, let's jump back into the blog post because we got a little sidetracked here. We're done with that. So the Cho Time Web Milestone. Now, this is going to be an event store that basically we don't get bronze shards from here. It's the PhD shit we're gonna get. So the PhD event store. You're gonna earn limited time PhD currency by spending campaign energy and earning progress in the Showtime Web Milestone. So not only will you be getting bonus reward, or you'll be getting rewards for this for spending campaign energy, you'll be getting rewards here for spending campaign energy. Right? There you go. On top of that, it's a Blitz milestone for the Showtime Web milestone. You will be getting bonus points by using Hero as Guardians. You should have them built for the upcoming War Scourge. You're getting bonus points for Ravagers. You might not have them built. That's fine. And Wave 1 Avengers. You should have them built. Hulk is a member of the Gamma Horseman team. Or sorry, the Gamma team, War Horseman team. Thor is reworked and part of the Heroes Guardians. You should have him built. Iron Man is part of the Bionic Avengers. He's been reworked. You should have at least those three built. If you have the others, I really wouldn't recommend building, Hawkeye, Captain America, and Black Widow to Gear 13. It's really not worth it for them. But use them for blitzes. You'll get bonus points. Great. It also pays off because there's a Ravager Quick Rumble this week as well. Other things to note, Echo will be actually coming out in the War Store tomorrow at Reset, and Gambit is coming to the Supplies and Orb Store at Reset tomorrow. That covers it for this blog post. That's it. I'm not going to go any further. TLDR, save your cores, spend them on events, stop spending them on characters. Otherwise, I don't want to hear you guys complaining for the next 5 months about how you don't have these characters unlocked. You want them to become farmable. This has been the formula for this game for the last 4 or 5 months, if not longer, that essentially these characters are not going to be farmable for a long time. Get what you can now. Because guess what? 4 or 5 months from now, when these characters do become farmable, odds are they're on to another character that's already even better than the characters that are becoming farmable at that time. That's how this game works. That's power creep. That's how they keep making money off this game. And it's the nature of the game, and it's never going to change. So, release notes. We've got the new War Scourge event. No date posted here, but get ready for it. It is coming. A Famine Saga is also coming this patch. Awesome. The 5 new playable characters fully confirmed, announced. Red Hulk as part of the War Scourge. Spider Weaver, Spider-Man Noir, Spider-Man 99, part of the Tangled Web team for Cosmic Crucible. And Mr. Negative, we already talked about, we don't care about. So let's sorry, my damn nose is running now. Really, man? All right. 1 second while I update this damn thing. Google Play Store, where are you at? I'm so bad with this. Play Store, there it is. Okay, so anyways, I'll be back into here. Where is updates? Jesus Christ. No. No. Oh my god, can I really not figure this shit out? I'm so bad with Google Play. Manage apps and device. Does that help? No. Updates. Wait, see details. Boom, there we go. All right, updating Marvel Strike Post. Okay, so back to the blog post. New costumes for Rogue, Elsa Bloodstone, and Wolverine. I'm actually interested to see this Wolverine costume. It should be very interesting. There's going to be a Vigilant trait. I'll make a video on this. Once they announce, these actual traits, they should be live in the game right now. I'll make a video on kind of covering what we want to build for this event. Probably coming later this week. Season 1 Cosmic Crucible will start, I believe, next week, they said. Avengers Tower coming back, and I'm not worried about the rest of this shit. Character updates. These are the garbage Underworld characters that they are reworking. Don't invest in them. Thank me later. Rogue Awakened abilities. Not going to read into this, but this is the Awakened abilities that you will get once you actually complete the Famine Saga and get her additional shit unlocked. All right, are we good now? Can we open up Marvel Strike Force? We updated? I think we're updated. Looks like we're updated. All right, let us swap back over to BlueStacks. Fuck over here. All right. While we log into this, what are some other things that I had not talked about yet that I wanted to talk about today? I think that covered all of it, minus kind of talking about cores real quick. So I want to show you guys what you can do to conserve cores. And obviously that means just don't fucking spend them. But if you're telling me I'm level 70, I don't have cores, I can't get cores. There's a lot of ways you can get cores. And I want to make sure that you guys are getting all of them that you need to be getting for these events. Got a headache. Nose is running. Hot here. Ugh. Want to get inside the game and play. I haven't played for a while today. All right, cool. Yeah, go buy Pimtech. No, don't do that. Bad. All right, first off, first way you're going to get your cores. Arena. So, number one, Arena. This is the main thing that will make or break how many cores you're getting. As you can see, my Arena rank sucks. As you can see, working on that. So we're starting to run a little bit of Darkhold with this team now, working on building Morgan Le Fay. Push deeper into the arena, you'll get more cores. It's that simple, okay? That's the first way. Your second way you're going to get cores, hop into milestones here, go to high roller. Now, as you can see, I broke my rule. I overinvested today. I spent way too much shit today, and I don't even remember what I spent it on. Don't be like me. Don't do that. What you do, see that? All right, there. Dash cores, baby. Spend gold, claim your high roller milestones, get cores. Now, milestone 10. That is where you stop getting cores, which means when I talk about spending 1 million gold a day, that is why. You want to spend gold every day to level up and build your roster. You don't want to spend past 1 million gold because, one, you will be wasting gold and training materials. You will hit a choke point, and once a oh shit break glass in case of emergency situation happens, you will not be able to build the things you want to build because you do not have resources stocked up. So spend 1 million gold a day. Don't overspend it, because not only will you hit a choke point, you get diminishing returns because the further you get down this milestone list, kind of the more rewards get. Like, do you really need 3 level 3 training modules? Probably not, right? Do you need 5? Do you need 1 tier 1 ion orb? That's not even an orb, that's just fucking credits. I'm an idiot. Do you need 50 armory 15 orb fragments? Fuck, you need 40 days worth of this to open 1 orb. Stop spending gold for shit rewards. Save it, spend it later. Thank me later. That's your second main thing for getting cores, right? Now, the third, I had a third. What's the third? Oh, your daily objectives. I've already claimed most of mine, and I don't recall off the top of my head how many you get from your daily objectives, but you get a fair amount. Now, I haven't spent cores on anything really since the last event that I had to spend cores on. Level 72, I have almost 4,000 cores. Now, you recall, let's go back to here. Not there. Let's go back to here. 6 days, 600 cores. Murph, I can't afford it. I can afford it. Why can't you? 6 days times 600 is 3,600 cores, right? How many do I have right now? I have 3586 cores. I'm 14 cores short right now. The event starts tomorrow. You also get cores while the event's going on. So, like, realistically, if you count how many cores you earn a day, you need like 400 cores 300 cores incoming per day to offset the cost. If you don't have 3600 right now, whatever, I'm not gonna even touch that math with a million-foot pole because I'm stupid. So, um, TLDR, you have the cores to spend on these events that are pay to win events, right? Yes, completing the events and it is definitely pay to win. Getting further down the milestones is easier pay to win, but it can be done free to play. Not completed completely. And honestly, I don't think the game should be 100% completable free to play because it's the whales and the dolphins that make the world go round for the rest of players like me who are not spending money on this game anymore. I stopped months ago. I stopped before I started making content on this account. Um, People need to spend money on this game. I know there's all the memes out there. Scopely sucks. Scopely has bugs every time they put on a new event. And there's no customer service. This game quality is shit. Well, guess what? It's a free to play game. And yes, they make millions and millions of dollars taking advantage of people who have like addictive personalities and kids who have their mom's credit cards. That all sucks. But that money goes into this game so we can play for free. So one of the main reasons I wanted to make this channel and start making content is because since 2016 I've played games like this and I played games like Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And yes, these are pay to win games. These are games that try to incentivize. I don't know if that sounded weird the way I said that. Um, they really incentivize spending money in these games, and I have always had like a joy or a passion of breaking those games, breaking those systems and mechanics, finding ways to succeed and beat people spending money. That's why I'm making content on this channel. I hope you guys are receptive to my suggestions and feedback. Too long, didn't watch the fucking video. Stop spending cores on stupid things. Spend them on event characters. Or I don't want to hear you complain in the next 6 months while you complain about farmability issues and why characters aren't available because I can't complete my scourges because I don't have Echo unlocked, because I don't have Kate Bishop unlocked. They're not farmable yet. I can't complete my Horseman sagas because I don't have Agatha unlocked yet, or I can't do my Doom raid because I don't have Hulkbuster unlocked. These events are doable. You just have to want to play the game. You gotta be smart about it. So that's gonna be it for tonight, guys. I'm Murph. If you guys have stayed with me for this long in the video, I know it's been a long one. Thank you. I really do appreciate all of you guys sticking around watching, having conversations in the comments. If you guys are enjoying the content, like the video, subscribe for more. Leave a comment down below if you disagree with me, if you want to argue with me, if you want to call me a fucking moron. I'm here for it. Probably don't care what your opinion is, but I'm more than happy to have a dialogue and a conversation about it. And have a good night. Stay safe. And I will probably see you guys tomorrow to kick off this event. We'll talk about it then. So thank you guys. And remember, we do still have a Blitz event going on, right? So, no? No. Oh, shit. That's over. So, hey, guess what, guys? You don't have to set your fucking 2-hour Blitz timers today. Enjoy your free time.